Adi Parva, Book 1, Chapter 19. On their way, O Tapodhan, one whose wealth is austerity, they came upon the ocean. Previously, when the divine horse Uchchaihshravas rises from the churned ocean, Kadru and Vinata make a wager over its color. With servitude as the stakes, Kadru schemes to win through deceit, commanding her 1,000 serpent sons to disguise themselves as black hairs on the horse's tail. When night had passed and the sun rose, the two sisters Kadru and Vinata, both blazing with anger and bound now by their wager of slavery, set out to see the great horse Uchchaihshravas from close by. On their way, O Tapodhan, one whose wealth is austerity, they came upon the ocean. It lay before them in all its immensity, teeming with teeming and other creatures, surrounded by makaras, filled with many thousands of beings of varied form, fierce, unapproachable, crowded with turtles and crocodiles. It was the source of all gems, the abode of Varuna, the water deva, the beautiful dwelling of the nagas, the supreme lord of rivers. Within its depths burned the subterranean fire of Patala, the netherworld. It was the prison of the asuras, terrifying to all creatures, the great storehouse of waters. Auspicious and divine, it was the highest source of amrita for the immortals. Immeasurable and inconceivable, its waters were wonderfully sacred and full of marvels. It roared with the cries of aquatic creatures, resounded with terrible sounds, and churned deep with whirlpools. Dreaded by all beings, it heaved with violent waves, stirred by the wind, sweeping along its shores, seeming to dance on all sides as its waves rose and fell like moving hands. Its waters swelled and receded with the waxing and waning of the moon. Unapproachable in its surging, it was the birthplace of Panchajanya, the divine conch of Krishna, and a peerless mine of gems. Its depths had been churned, and its waters darkened by Govinda of immeasurable might when he took the form of a boar to recover the earth. Even the Brahmarshi Atri had performed austerity within it for 100 years, yet its bottom in Patala remained unfathomable and imperishable. It was the place where Padmanabha, Vishnu the lotus-naveled one, reposes in Adhyatma Yoga Nidra, the deep inner slumber of cosmic union, lying asleep at the dawn of each age. Its very waters served as oblation to the blazing Vadavamukha fire, the submarine fire housed within a mare's mouth that burns at the world's depths. Vast, auspicious, with no far shore visible, it was approached ceaselessly by many great rivers in their thousands, as though each vied to reach it. Deep, crowded with fierce teemis and makaras, roaring with the terrible sounds of its creatures, radiant as the open sky, fathomless, that boundless treasury of waters the two sisters beheld. They looked upon it, crowded with fish and surging waves, wide and shining, like the sky, lit by the rising flames of the Patala fire. Then they rushed swiftly toward it. This chapter matters because when night ends and dawn breaks, the sisters Kadru and Vinata, bound by their wager of slavery, set out to view the horse Uchchaihshravas. In the next chapter, The Birth of Garuda, Kadru wins her wager against Vinata by pointing to black hairs on the horse's tail, reducing her sister to servitude. The journey continues in the next chapter.